Does the Great Centipede keep killing you with corruption damage? Or charge at you, delivering devastating slash damage? If that's you, then this video is for you. In this guide, I will be going over a build that deals devastating damage to this boss, gear that makes corruption damage utterly useless, as well as strategies and tips on how to avoid the devastating slashes. For build, we're going to go ahead and grab 1 point here for Skybrand Call 1. Then we're going to use this node and this node to get more mana and mana potency. Now, we're going to go ahead and grab the Sword Saint. The reason I'm going with a longsword is because one of the discipline moves has an extremely powerful burn buildup, which is extremely effective against this boss. So grab 1 point here, grab this Vitality node, and grab the Strength node. By this point, you should have both of these unlocked, so you should be able to get them both. So we're going to go ahead and grab them. For our main damage dealer, we're going to grab the Crescent Moon. Then we're going to upgrade it to its Crescent Moon variant 2. This is what's going to inflict our burn buildup. But we have to be above 90% madness, so it's going to be extremely effective. Next, we're going to grab here, 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 and here. This is the agility nodes. This is going to increase our damage even further. We're also going to grab these 2 strength nodes. This is going to make it where we can do extremely high amounts of damage. Then we're also going to grab this node. This node takes priority versus these, so if you don't have enough points for these nodes, then definitely go for this one. This is going to be how we gain our Skybrand Might consistently. It says the 5th attack of the Longsword Light Attack combo grants 2 stacks of Skybrand Might if it hits an enemy. So since the bosses tend to stand still because there's a stunning stuff on the field, we can use this to gain our burn damage. So we can do this constantly. If you have extra points, then go ahead and grab these 2 points here. This is going to increase our vitality and our strength, so we can do even more damage. For gear, your weapon of choice doesn't really matter, but as I said before, your longsword has a discipline skill that inflicts a high amount of burn damage. So this is what I went with. For armor, I noticed that the boss does do slash damage, but I wasn't taking nearly as much damage as I was corruption, so I went with a corruption build. This is the Knight Spectre High Crown. This has a 24.98 corruption resistance. The Delicate Armor Chest Piece for the 36.42 corruption resistance. The Knight Spectre Braces for the 14.83 corruption resistance. And the Delicate Leggings Leg Armor for the 18.11 corruption resistance. For pendants, I went with the Gourd Pendant. This reduces damage taken while below a certain threshold, so this is going to increase our survivability. Now, the boss does do a little bit of fire damage, so this is going to help mitigate that. This is the Jade Pendant. This is what you get after defeating the boss, so you won't have this. For spells, I went with the Infernal Flames. This is going to send forth a mask of flame that pursues enemies and causes burn buildup. For my second spell, I went with the Echo of Dutanga. This is going to conjure a crescent-shaped spade of fire that shoots towards an enemy and causes burn buildup, and also opens him up for an obliteration strike. For our items, we went with the Monobase, obviously. We went with the Purple Chameleon. This is going to alleviate your corruption resistance if you get any. But with this armor, it's highly unlikely you're going to get any. We went with the Temperance. This is going to be one of our other flame damage buildups, because we have the Temperance that causes our blade to be set on fire and does burn damage. Now, I didn't have this during my boss fight, but this is the fire pot. Really, any fire pot works as long as it does fire damage. For Benediction, I went with the Oath Way Vitality Ferocity. This is going to increase our damage dealt while at full health as well as damage taken. But again, we're going to be above 90% mana, so we're going to be already taking a lot of damage in the beginning anyway. So this is going to increase our damage even farther. I also went with, for the Wisdom Way, I went with Skyborn Discipline. This increases the potency of our discipline skills. So again, this is going to increase our Crescent Moon Strike, making it even do more damage. Now I'm going to go over a few of the boss's moves and tips on how you can avoid them. One move you need to watch out for is this move here. As you can see, the boss brings his tail in and then launches himself out like a Beyblade, dealing instant corruption damage if you're not wearing corruption resistant armor. But if you are, like I am in this clip, it doesn't really matter. This charging move here is easy enough to dodge. Just wait till the last minute till he's nearly on top of you and dodge to the left or right at the last second. If you see the boss sucking in air like this, then my best advice to you is to back away immediately. If you do not, you will get stunned and be open to attack. After at least a third of his health is gone, the boss will start into a magic attack. Now this magic attack does follow you to some extent, so my best advice to you is to keep moving. This is the fire damage I was talking about earlier. Easy enough to dodge. All you have to do is start moving around. Whenever you see the molten lava begin to appear beneath your feet, dodge out. My last piece of advice for you is to use the electric pillars on the field wisely. Having him strike these will stun him and open himself up to attack. Use this time to build your Skyborn might. So you can see my tips in practice, here's my full boss battle. I will rejoin you at the end of it.
I beseech you, deliver me from this place. I've been seeing double vision. I've been having trouble sleeping, 'cause these dark nights don't keep you as they always used to do. When I'm falling from good night, will you catch me before the fall? Without you, I'm terrified. Without you here by my side, I'm so dependent. I've been choking on emotions. I've been tangled by my thoughts. 'Cause the longer I stay awake, the further I am from you. When I'm falling from good night, will you catch me before the fall? Without you, I'm terrified. Without you here by my side, I'm so dependent.
Thank you for watching to the end. Let me know in the comments if this guide helped you. Don't worry, I'll be having more boss guides coming up soon. Peace.